is Andrea Price, and I'm coming to you today with my Communications One-on-One speech. In my audience today, I have Curtis, Irvin, and Kiara. Today I will be speaking to you about the Child Protective Service Worker. I want you to know that a Child Protective Service Worker entails a lot of hard work and dedication to what they do. I also want you to know that God can use a Child Protective Service Worker in His area of helping the children. How would you respond if someone came to your door and demanded that they come in and speak with your children, and then they told you that your children were going to be taken away? Would you respond defensively, or would you cooperate with this service? For most people, this would be a defensive type situation. You would not allow anyone to come into your home and take what is yours away. But sadly to say, this is a daily coincidence that happens when Child Protective Service workers have to go to strangers' homes and talk to them about situations that have been reported, and they sometimes have to take the children out of the home. For over 8 years, I worked with the Department of Social Services in the Child Welfare Department. I saw many children being taken from their homes in less than desirable situations. These children had seen and done, or had been done to them, things that were deplorable. Child Protective Service workers often are seen as the villain in this situation, but they're only carrying out what they have been entailed to do. During this speech, I would like to explain to you the Child Protective Services workers, the challenges that they face, the many obstacles of the profession, and the reason that they do their job, the children. In Matthew 19:14, Jesus tells His disciples to let the children come to Him. He tells them that that you must have childlike faith to enter into the kingdom of heaven, and we must be like children. Jesus placed much emphasis on children, and therefore, with the Child Protective Service worker position, protecting the children is the #1 concern. He also talks about in Mark chapter 9, verses 35 through 37, that anyone who follows Him must become like a child. And when they follow Him, they follow the one who sent Him, which was God. Jesus uses children as an example of importance, and we must place our importance upon the children. Marie Trevino reported in her 2009 dissertation that Child Protective Services is one of the important positions within the Child Welfare Department. Children inevitably love their parents. They don't understand when they're harmed and when they have to be taken away. For many Child Protective Service workers, caseloads are very large, and they are worked very hard and for less pay than most professions. A 1999 survey showed that over 49,000 children at any particular time are in foster care and foster home services. In closing, I would like to reiterate that in spite of all the challenges and obstacles, legally and parental, these workers face, they continue to work for the betterment of our society. They work to protect our future, the children. Recall the question that I previously asked: how would you react to a stranger entering your home and taking your children? Would your reaction change now that you've heard a little more detail behind the position of a Child Protective Service worker? Knowing all the details and knowing what you know now, if you protect your children and you don't harm them, you have nothing to worry about. Thank you for your time.